What's going on, fam? It's your boy Lazy Lightsaber back at it again. Man, it's been a while, but let's jump into it because we have a lot of Nintendo Switch news. A lot of stuff's been going on. We're going to talk about the Switch Pro. We're going to talk about the Switch 2. We're going to talk about a Switch Zelda OLED version. We're going to talk about Breath of the Wild 2, what's going on with that. We're going to talk about the end of the Switch's life cycle, finally coming in 2023. Something I've been predicting for a while as well. So let's run down through all those rumors, all this juicy Switch stuff going on in the world. Let's roll the intro and get right into it, baby. Let's go. All right, so you're back from the intro now, getting ready to get your popcorn ready, your coffee, your beer, whatever you're into, and just come roll with your boys. So first of all, real quick, don't forget to follow your boy on Twitter. That's at lazylightsaber on Twitter, and then lazylightsaber on TikTok as well. I may be expanding into Instagram and leaving Twitter behind, but we'll see where those things go depending on the future of that platform. But let's get right into all these crazy rumors that have been going on while I've been under the weather. Finally popped out 2023 on the other side, healthy and as strong as a bull, so that's always good. But my first piece of news that I have to talk about is this rumor by Digital Foundry. So if you remember back in the day, I made a video on these guys because they came out saying that the reason The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild 2 Tears of oh my gosh, I forgot the name. Tears of the Kingdom. I had to look it up. Man, it's crazy. I always confuse it with that stupid movie Tears of the Sun with Bruce Willis. I don't think I'll ever not confuse it with that. But anyways, Tears of the Kingdom. They came out and said that the reason why that game was delayed back then was because there was a Switch Pro that was going to come out, basically because of clouds. So it's a little bit more detailed than that, but basically they said that the clouds in that trailer that was shown for Zelda Breath of the Wild 2 Tears of the Kingdom were too advanced. They looked really good, the shading was done well, and because of that, that proved that basically the reason why it was delayed is because they see a new Switch coming out, a Switch Pro coming out to take its place, and that game was going to be on the Switch Pro. Right now they're coming out and I came out and said back then that was BS. There's a video I have on it. I'll link it as well up here so you can take a look as proof that I said what I said and I did what I did. But anyways, now they're coming out and saying the Switch Pro is dead. So which one is it? You know, these guys, they don't know shit. I'm just going to come out and say it. They don't know what's up. They don't know what's going around. I think, if I'm not mistaken, these were the same people that also said that there was going to be a huge December Zelda Direct, where a bunch of Zelda games were going to be remade for the Switch. I'm not sure if they were the same guys, but I think they were. If they're not, then they're not. But strike two for sure for these guys. Again, coming out and saying something. I'm not going to believe anything. As I've told you before, I felt that Zelda Breath of the Wild 2 Tears of the Kingdom was the last game that was basically going to put a stake through the Switch's heart to say, psh, you're dead. This is the last big launch for this console and it's a goodbye. I don't think that we're going to get a Switch 2 this year. That doesn't mean we're going to get new Switch models, and we'll get to that here in a second, but I don't think a Switch 2 or a Switch Pro or anything like that is going to happen in 2023. I don't see it, no way, but I do think this is the big kind of last huge IP from Nintendo coming out on the Switch. I think they're now switching their eyesight. Look, it's coming on year 7 almost already, you know, and they're kind of switching their eyes towards, well, we got the Xbox Series X, we got the PlayStation 5, they're leaving us in the dust. We need to catch up. We need to get something out there as well to compete. Now, I know for a fact that this is Nintendo's best-selling console ever of all time, the Switch. It was a huge success. But they also see now that PlayStation is starting to bite into that market share, take away sales from the Switch. The Xbox is kind of there as well, taking a bite of that too, and you know, it's not a huge chunk of it, but it's mainly PlayStation that they're kind of competing with as far as that space goes and that money, that cash flow. So they need something big to put them back up there And I think now we're starting to get into where Nintendo's starting to realize, hey, the Switch is just, the specs are not there, the graphics are not there, and we're kind of being left in the dust. Third parties are moving away from us and moving towards those newer consoles, so we need to get something that can compete with that. Look, if they were able to get a Steam Deck to do what it can do, run PC games and run all the third parties, and yeah, I think it's like 1080 or 720. There's a limitation to it, but you can dock it, and it's better that it's like a boosted up. It's like a Switch Pro. There you go. It's like a Switch Pro. So they definitely see that as well. Of course they do. And they're going to want to go ahead and prepare to come out with their own thing. So there's that. I think that's kind of where this is going. I think this Direct Foundry rumor is crap, and just ignore it. I'm just not even going to waste any more time on it. It just, those guys have been wrong from the start. They're keeping wrong. I don't know where they're getting this information from. They claim no sources. They always say they know some insider, and the insider turns out to be wrong. Well, sir, if that's your insider, he's a crappy insider, and you need to get a new guy, because obviously all your predictions go to shit. All right, so the next thing we're going to move to is the one thing I'm excited about, which is there were pictures revealed of a Nintendo Switch OLED Zelda version. So it's like a version of the console that has Zelda kind of theme, right? It's a Zelda themed Switch OLED. Now, I don't know how I feel about it. I look at it, and it's just like they could have done so much better with it. Is it real? Is it not? I can see this definitely being real. This is something that Nintendo has done. I believe the last one they did was the Nintendo 3DS. The clamshell design had a Zelda, a shield on the back or whatever. So it was blue. It actually looked good. That's something that they've done before. So I can definitely see them doing this again now, especially with this game coming out. I think there's going to be some type of direct that we're going to get where all this is going to be presented to us, and they're going to give us definitely more information on this game. So definitely true. I could definitely see this being something that they're prepared to do. I just thought that it looks, I don't know, because the pictures are kind of low quality. They were like taken from like 720p Switch camera, right? I don't know. It just looks more cheese than anything. So I think once we get the official trailer and clearer pictures, where there's not some guy, having a 2 megapixel camera on his sunglasses so he can take a picture of it so nobody would notice. So I think then it'll look a whole lot better, and I think that's just why I'm like about it right now at the moment. But do I think this is a thing? Do I think this is coming out? Yes, I honestly think this is a thing. I honestly think this is something that they've been considering, and sure, looks good. Like I said, I just feel like the pictures that are currently there just don't do it justice. But yeah, I think this is coming, long time coming, and this is the perfect game that you launch, that you end the Switch with. So you end it with a Zelda themed Switch OLED, stick a fork in it, and say goodbye, Switch. We're moving on to Switch 2. So definitely a good thing there. So yeah, those are kind of like the two big rumors I wanted to talk about here, between Zelda Breath of the Wild, where they originally said it was being delayed because of Switch Pro. Now they're saying there is no Switch Pro. They're just gonna go ahead and come out. Dude, a lot of these guys, they're boomers, man. I hate to say it like that, but they don't know. Look at these guys. They're older dudes just talking shit. I mean, I could say here and tell you, we won't know until it comes out. But I don't think in May, because this is coming out, May 12th, that's when the game's coming out. They already have a release day. Before, they had a release window, so they said 2022, they never gave us a date. They pushed it back. It needed more time development. COVID was still roaring, but now they gave us a date, May 12th. There is no Switch 2 coming out on that day. It's not coming out. This game was not pushed back, so they were wrong about that. And the Switch Pro was a Switch OLED. That's what the Switch Pro was. I'm sorry, a lot of people don't want to get into their head. The Switch Pro was the Switch OLED. That's what you got as a Pro, in typical Nintendo fashion. That's what they do. So your best bet for something else is going to be the next generation coming. And I think we won't hear anything about that till 2024. Now, 2024, If this video would have came out late 2023 explaining this, and I'll be like more inclined to, yeah, definitely. You'll start hearing more rumors as it gets later into 2023, late December 2023, kind of that time frame, January of 2024, maybe even November, October of this year, which we just started. You can definitely hear more of that. But anything other than that, I think it's just not going to happen. Well, guys, let me know in the comments below if this is something that you agree with, disagree with. Have you been keeping up with these rumors? I know I've been out for a little while, but I was under the weather and there was really no Switch news to talk about. Now there is, so we can definitely get down to it. I'm also going to, you know what? I'm not going to ruin the surprise. You just see it when you see it. And it's also keep posted with your boy on Twitter, on TikTok. You have all that stuff below as well for the links and all that good stuff. Don't forget to follow me, subscribe, keep the notification bell icon going, so when I drop a surprise video like this, you have it first. Well, as always, peace. Love you guys. Take care. May the force be with you.